EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Washington Commanders and the Cleveland Browns. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad to have you join us. The punter, Braden Mann, will start this one. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. This game will start with a throw on first down. And left side, it's caught. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. The extra point is good. And the Browns are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Daniels starts with a pass. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That run complete to Jalen Lane. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On second down, it's Daniel. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurs just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
Here we go. Check.
They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it. And they stuff him on fourth down.
Trap 60. Go.
Here's Milton now on first and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball. Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So on fourth down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez, to punt for Cleveland. Jalen Lane is deep for Washington. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's out wide to Williams. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
On first down, Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. And that will lead to a second down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. Pass caught. That's Lane. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
It's a gain of
16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Washington.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
A give, and here comes Williams. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Washington Commanders first down.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Mustang 19.
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. And he's in. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown Commanders. That is first touchdown this year. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. The Commanders will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Tag, tag.
From the gun, here's Milton. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be written out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go, Scott.
They'll run, and this is Quinshon Judkins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground? And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
Milton to the air on second down. Here down the field will fall incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
18, Pioneer.
To the air on third down is Milton. That one is caught by Campbell. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
First down. First down and goal to go.
Come on. Let's go.
Throw once more, and here's Milton. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Big loss on the play. It's now second and goal.
Okay, ready?
From a little further back, here's second and goal.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football as they come up now, second and goal.
Got it. Ready? Ready? Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
Get out of the gun is Milton. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Browns.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver, but like the part that people don't give enough credit to. In order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
In motion goes Likely.
Seven Pirates.
On first and 10, here's Daniel. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. In motion goes Likely.
Cut 19.
Daniels to throw on second down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. De'Ami Brown was the one he was looking for. And it's going to be third down.
Ready? 70 Lions. Panther 60. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick.
The motion man here is McClure. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
Back all 80.
Daniels gonna throw again. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Browns are gonna have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's up.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Frankie Louvu in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
On the set. Let's go now.
On 2nd down, here's Milton. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
18 rattler, 18 rattler. 19 tight, 19 tight.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. This one complete to Campbell. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. They weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
This looks like a design run. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Big Johnny Newton there for the stop.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, making you work for everything you get.
On 3rd down, here's Judkins. This will not do the trick. They stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
79 Broncos. 76.
On 4th down, here's Milton. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Let's go.
They'll try the right side with Williams. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. This one could be sniffed out. Thrown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Stop it. 79.
Third and long, and here's Daniels. And that is Incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of